Assalamu alaikum guys, welcome back to the another video of Nakash Tech. In this video I will tell you how you can make a transport services website. Here you can see here is one nav bar with hover effect, and here is one button with hover effect, and here is one logo, and here you can see some headings, transport service, and here is one main heading, ship your products, and here is one paragraph, and here is two buttons, read mode and pricing. Before starting the video, I request you to please subscribe my YouTube channel Nakash Tech. Now let's start the video. Here is three files. One is picture, background picture. One is HTML and second one is CSS. Now go to Wheel Studio. Here I connect CSS to HTML. In body we create one div with the class name with the class name will be container fluid. After this div we create one more div and set the class name will be container. After this div we create h2 and set the class name will be logo, and logo is Nakash tag. After this h2 we create nav ul li with the class name active, and here we type home. After this li we type li, here we type about us. Copy this and paste. After about us we type contact us, services, pricing, and last one is portfolio. And after this we create one button and set the class will be btn, and here we type get in touch. Save this and open the file. Here you can see our text is here. Now back to Visual Studio Code, and after this div we create one more div with the class name content. After this we type h3, here we type transport services. After this we type h1, here we type ship your br for space br, here we type products, and after this h1 we type paragraph p, here we add br for space. After this paragraph we add one more button, set the class name will be btn, here we type read more. Now copy this and paste it. Here we change the class name btn to, and here we change pricing. Save this and refresh the page. Here you can see our text is here. Now back to Visual Studio. After this we go to CSS, and here we type margin 0, padding 0, transition 0, overflow will be hidden, and font family. After this we added class container fluid. Here we type width 100%, height 100 VH. Here we add one picture background, linear gradient to left. After this RGBA, percent. Then again RGBA, 50%. URL background. Now we set in center and cover. After this we type background repeat, no repeat. Save this and refresh the file. Here you can see our background picture is here. Now back to Visual Studio. Now we add class container. In container we add width will be 1200 pixel. We set the height. It will be 80 pixel. We set margin will be auto. Display will be flex. And justify content space between. And in last align items in center. Save this and refresh the page. Here you can see our navbar is here and logo is here. Now back to CSS. Here we edit logo, class logo. Logo color will be white and cursor pointer. Save this and refresh the page. Here you can see our logo color is changed. Now back to CSS. Here we now edit nav UL. List style will be none. Display flex. Justify content in center and align items center. Save this and refresh the page. Here you can see our navbar. Now back to CSS and now we edit nav ULLI. Here we set margin right. Margin right will be 30 pixel. Cursor pointer. Color white. Font weight 400 and font size. Font size will be 15 pixel. Save this and refresh the page. Here you can see our navbar is set perfectly. Now back to CSS. Here we type class active. We set the color will be golden. Now we set the hover effect nav ULLI hover. Color golden rod. Save this and refresh the page. Here you can see our hover effect work perfectly. Now back to CSS. Here we edit the button. class btn. Here we add width 120 pixel. After width we set the height will be 45 pixel. After height we set the border radius will be 8 pixel. Now we set the border will be none. Now color white, cursor pointer. After cursor we set the font size. Font size will be 14 pixel. Save this and refresh the page. Here you can see our button is changed. Now back to CSS. Here we set the hover effect. Class btn hover. Save this. Background will be white and color golden. Save this and refresh the page. Here you can see when I move my cursor to the button will be changed. Now back to CSS. Now we edit the content class. We set the width. Width will be 1200 pixel. We set the height. Height will be 100 vh and margin auto. After this we edit h3 class content h3. We set the color will be gold and padding top font weight. Save this and refresh the page. Here you can see our h3 edit perfectly. Now back to CSS. Now we edit the h1 content h1. Here we edit the font size 80 pixel, color white, margin top will be 20 pixel, and we set the line height. Line height will be 75 pixel. Save this and refresh the page. Here you can see our h1 edit perfectly. Now we edit the paragraph. Class content p. Here we set the color with this color code. After this font size will be 16 pixel. We set the margin top will be 30 pixel. We set the line height will be 30 pixel and letter spacing. Letter spacing will be 1 pixel. Save this and refresh the page. Here you can see our paragraph edit perfectly. Now back to CSS. Here we edit the button content btn. Here we edit the margin top will be 20 pixel. We set the width will be 150 pixel. We set the height will be 50 pixel. Font size will be 16 pixel and letter spacing 1 pixel. Save this. Here you can see our button edit perfectly. Now back to CSS. Here we edit the content class btn 2. We set the background transparent, border 1 pixel, solid, golden. And after this we set the border radius. Border radius will be 8 pixel, color white, and margin left 10 pixel. Save this and refresh the page. Here you can see our pricing button set perfectly. Now we set the hover effect on this button. Now back to CSS content, btn true, hover, background golden. Save this and refresh the page. Here you can see hover effect work perfectly. I hope you liked the video and I request you to again please subscribe my YouTube channel Nakash Tech. Allah Hafiz.